Hi guys, welcome to my mess. I hope you can hear me okay because I'm sitting down and my camera is up there. Anyway, I'm not doing anything exciting at the moment. I'm just making some little pockets. These are what I'm making. Usually I make these kind of grungy. I often ink them with vintage photo and I put a little stamp and some scrap fabric underneath because these are kind of scrap busters for me. But I thought I'd make some colourful ones today to pop into my Etsy. And I think they look really cute. So I hope you can see. So these are some teal. And I've really inked the edges really thick and dark because I think they just pop like that. So you may have seen these pockets on my channel or in my videos. Might have posted some on Facebook. Anyway, you've just pretty much got a pocket there and a pocket there. So it's really good to put, you know, like a big long tag and a itty bitty tag, or often what I like to do is put a nice piece of paper in here and then a little bitty tag there. But I just think they're so cute. Double pocket. You can make them triple if your page is bigger, but I've got so many book pages. This is quite big. So many paperbacks and also hardcovers. You know, when you got books and encyclopedias and everything. Just got so many book pages to use up. So I was thinking I'll try and pop a little book page project into my Etsy every day or every couple of days. And these are a really easy and simple one to make. So you can make them yourself. Usually I sew them. But that's when I ink them vintage photo, and I don't have any, I know this sounds weird, I don't have any white thread at the moment. I do have light pink, but yeah, usually I sew them with a dark brown when I ink them vintage photo to make them look a bit vintage style or grungy. But I think they turn out super cute. So I sent a pack of these to somebody yesterday as a little happy mail, because I know she likes colour, and I thought I'll do another little pack to pop in my Etsy. So I've got, aren't they cute? This is my husband's old shirt here. Underneath the butterfly there's a bit of music paper, and this here, that really off colour paper. It's just some masking tape that came off the cover of a music book. But look how yellowed and yum it is. I just couldn't throw it away, so I had to use it. I know I've seen girls actually trying to make old looking tape now. So it's just funny because I've just always kept these to use. I don't know. But anyway, I think they just look super cute, nice and easy. So some teal, some little blue ones. This little butterfly came on a happy mail. I can't remember if it was from Amanda Scott or Sue Wright. One of you two, I think, that came. It's been floating around my desk. It had one of those little sticky dots on the back. It's been floating around my desk for ages, so I've just popped him on there. And little bits of lace and fabric. These are really just desk cleaners for me. Not that they clean much, because look at the teeny tiny little paper and fabric you get rid of. But it is good to use up pages. So I've done some pink and I've done some purple. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and I had one green. I forgot to ink the back of that one. So anyway, so I thought I would just pop the camera on and finish some of these just to catch up and say hello. I know I've been missing. a lot. And I keep trying to get back on YouTube, but it's so hard at the moment. Well, I've had eye issues. You know, I had eye surgery last March, and I've had a lot of problems with my eyes, especially after the surgery, and just looking after my elderly father with dementia, grandkids. Plus now I've got hubby working in my craft room, and so I can't film through the day because he's like a strata manager, so he's always on the phone. And if he's not on the phone, he's in a stupid web conference. So I can't make any noise, so I can't film. You should see when I sew. I like sew a quick line, like super fast before his phone rings. It's like, if I had to sew this one little thing, it'll take like an hour because I'll do tiny bit, stop, tiny bit, stop. It's so frustrating. Anyway, I do like having him working from home, but I don't like having him in my craft room where I can't talk. What was I doing? Okay, so I've just got the pinks, purples and greens to decorate. So I've done the teal and the blues. I love the teal. I think they're so pretty. And I think teal and pink go together really well. I should mix some up, but anyway. I've got these little coloured stamp pads that Denise Howard sent me in a Happy Mail a couple of years ago. They're still going, Denise, look. And I use them quite often, actually, with this same little butterfly stamp. You'll see this little butterfly stamp used over and over. Poor little thing, it's almost dead. I did have a spare one, but I sent it. I think I might have sent it to Starving Emma because she liked them. Sorry, Emma, I think I had used that pack as well. But that's okay. You'll get some use out of it. I think that came from Aldi originally, that little pack. Hubby bought me that and some ink pads, which aren't too bad, actually. They're really juicy. Okay, so what am I doing? I've got two little pinkies. Let me... Oh, if you want to know how to fold these, I did do a video a couple of years ago. I think I named it Double Decker Pockets or something. But I'll put the link in that to that video down in the comments box below. But I think at the time I only showed how to fold them one way. So you can have this little pocket, or both pockets, facing the opposite ways. So, I don't know, maybe put that on the left page and this one will go on a right page. I don't know. But, look, to get them folded the other way, you do it exactly the same. You can go back and watch the original video, but I'll give you a quick. So, if you fold that over, then fold the top over, then just flip it over and fold that little bit. So you get the pocket that way. If you wanted the pocket facing the other way, instead of folding it that way, just fold it that way and do exactly the same thing. So they're really easy, but I think I probably explained it better in the other little video. Okay, so this was a scrap of coffee dyed diary. You know, like one of those office diaries that was just sitting on my desk. It's funny because when I did that algae ephemera pack, I'll put the link to that video down below. I said, oh, it was just all scraps on my desk, and someone on Facebook, I think it might have been you, Cara, said, who just has algae scraps laying on their desk? Just made me laugh, Cara, how you worded that. But that was a result of, I was pulling apart encyclopedias and I found a page in the encyclopedia of really pretty little algae pictures. And so I popped it aside. I've got a little shelf there with crap on it. And I popped it on there and with the intention of doing something with it. And then it sat there for ages and ages. And then one day I thought, that's it. I'm using that up. And then I just used all scraps off my desk. In fact, a lot of the embellishments that I make are scraps off my desk. Don't ask me why I've got so many scraps on my desk. It's a combination of pulling apart things for little packs, making journals, and then I've got little leftovers that I don't do anything with. I love collaging, so I keep every stupid little piece because I love to collage with itty bitty little pieces. Like, see these? These stupid little pieces will be used as well. Actually, I should do a separate video to show you what I do with these stupid little pieces. But yeah, actually these little tiny pieces, someone said, why do you keep them so small? It's because I used to have like a little bin on my desk years ago. I used to make my own handmade paper. So every little scrap like this just went in there because I just used to put it in the handmade paper. But then I killed my blender. And so I didn't make handmade paper for a long, long time. But my dad gave me a blender quite a few months ago now. I've had it for a few months. So I can start making my own handmade paper again. Which is good because I can't use up all these teeny tiny little scraps, so they'd have to go in the recycle bin. So I'm really happy to have a blender now. But I just haven't had a time to make any. Oh, okay. See, if I were doing this myself, not on camera, all of these would have been finished by now. All 5 of them. But because the camera is rolling, I don't know. I'm just going to be shuffling through this, aren't I? Oh, there's some purple that I'll use for the little purple guy. And I want some pink. Oh, this is nice. I love this fabric. This is the one that I used on this little guy. So anyway, when you glue these, I usually sew them because I just find it quicker than gluing. But anyway, I wanted to keep these kind of cleaner looking. When you glue them, don't forget to glue this little bit in there as well, because when you glue that bit down, you know, that kind of separates. So you have to glue all the layers. You know what I mean. I was going to say, do you want me to show you? But why do you need to be shown? Okay. What do I want? I want pink. I've also got some little lace scraps up here that I was going to use up, but I just haven't. Anyway, let's get some pink. I know I've been very matchy with these, in that I've used blue fabric for the blue inked ones, pink for the pink, purple for the purple. Actually, I should have filmed the little pack I sent out yesterday because those were super cute, because I had some nicer scraps. I'm using my itty bitty little scrap box at the moment. I feel like the quality of my scraps were better yesterday, if that's kind of possible. Look, I don't want this little flower on it. I'm just going to snip him off. Oops. Hope I didn't jiggle you about then. So if you're wondering why hubby needs to work in the same room. My craft room is in the garage. So we converted our garage into a craft room for me. I might put that whole piece down. About a year or so ago. And he's been working at the end of the desk. So I've got a desk that kind of runs the length of one wall, and he's been working at one end. Because he does have his own kind of man cave room. I call it the dolly room. Just with his Star Wars collectibles and army stuff and all that crap. He's got his own room in the house, and it's a fairly large room, so he can work in there. But the grandkiddies, well, mainly the little 3-year-old, Darren is his favourite, and if Darren's in the house, he goes straight to him. And he just won't leave Darren alone to work, so Darren had to come work in my room because that little baby, he just wouldn't leave him alone. Okay, this little guy might just... I know this is more vintagey looking, and these are bright and colourful, but I've been using it anyway. Actually, I may not use that for this one. I think the pink, it's too pink. Let's stick that guy there. This is just PVA glue. And it's got a really fine tip, so it's good for sticking little bits like this. But I find that I really press it so that I get too much glue, because I can't help but use too much glue. That little pink butterfly is not very dark, is it? That's okay. So I just think they look so cute. I should probably put some bling bling. Okay, what do I want for this guy? Maybe this piece. See, this is the problem when you try and use up little scraps like this. I keep those threads as well. I'll have to do some thread projects as well because my little thread box is overflowing. When you keep little scraps like this, the problem is when you use them, you make even smaller scraps. So that in the end, you're using like the teeny tiniest little scraps, which I do use, sadly enough. See, I put way too much. I can't help it. It's like my friend James always says, what's that thing? Less is more. And I'm like, no, more is more. I might put a little piece of lace onto this guy, hey? Do I have any? Oh, I feel like I've only got ugly pieces here. This is some fluffy, stretchy lace. I've got a whole roll of it. I coffee dyed some. Actually, here's some here. And look at this. It turned out like seaweed. Oh, I love it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I've got a whole bag coffee dyed like this. It's so yum. That might be too fat. Oh no, I'll just put a little piece. So I was thinking of when I get some time through the year, doing a couple of series on like scrap busting, fabric scraps and paper scraps. I don't know. I'm not good at doing series or anything that I have to do. I don't enjoy it. Like, that's why you never see me in challenges or anything like that. I'm too unreliable. I just can't commit to anything. I just don't have time. And even if I did, I just don't enjoy doing something when I have to do it. Still got to finish my pink oddbird journal from her chunk challenge last year. I did the cover, but then had to go in for eye surgery, and then I just didn't finish it when my eyes were good enough to craft again. This little guy, I feel like he needs a little blingy or a button. I might add something later. Okay, greeny guy. I may just, I need to stamp a green butterfly. Denise, these little stamps that you sent me a couple of years back have come in handy. They're like so juicy, and I have never re-inked them. And I look at my acrylic block. Oh, it's so bad. It's the only one I've got as well, so it's a bit annoying when I've got like stamps that are bigger than this and it hangs over the edge. Not that I've got a lot of stamps either. If you're new to my channel, I'm a recycle only crafter, so I do buy paints and glues, and you know, I will buy an ink or something when I get off my bum and buy it, but everything else is kind of found, or my sister's always finding stuff in curbside cleanups because she's such a hoarder. If I do buy something, I like it to come from a charity op shop or a recycle centre, because I count those as discarded because someone's, you know, got rid of it. It's not new. Every now and then I will find some brand new things, like some scrapbook papers I've found once, 4 books at an op shop. Only one of the books had been opened, but otherwise I'd never buy scrapbook paper. I've never ever purchased scrapbook paper new. Is that weird? I just wish we could get junk journals back to using junk. I'm just not a fan of I don't know, all the pretty papers and all that in junk journals. I think junk journals should be junk. I mean, pretty papers if you found them at like an op shop or something. But I think there's too much buying of stuff going on. Stop buying stuff, people. There's already so much crap out there in the world already. I just don't think we need to keep buying. And printing. Oh my gosh. So many people now are making junk journals with just printables. I mean, they may use a few elements of junk, you know, some book pages and old Christmas cards and stuff, but okay, don't kill me if you're a digital printer or maker. I just think it's straying from what junk journals are. And that is journals made from junk. I guess as well, the problem is people now view junk as cereal boxes and junk mail. And junk isn't just cereal boxes and junk mail. All of my journals are true junk journals in that it's all just found stuff. But you won't see a lot of junk mail in there. I do have junk mail journals and cereal box journals and stuff like that. I've just never uploaded to my channel for some reason. I just always thought people wouldn't be interested, but people have said they are. So I will start uploading some soon, because I do have quite a few finished and almost finished ones sitting on my shelf for a long time. But yeah, people think junk now is just junk mail and cereal boxes and envelopes, you know, things like that. But I mean, this is junk. This was my old blouse. Yes, I had a purple blouse. It was one of those hippie type blouses. I think I got too fat for it. But I mean, you know, why buy new fabric when there's so much fabric going around? Old clothes. Op shops can't even sell all of the clothes that they've got. They're actually throwing a lot of it away now because, well, they sell it too dear for one. I mean, it's secondhand. Who wants to pay so much for a secondhand piece of clothing? But they used to sell clothes, you know, overseas, but even overseas they've got too much. So overseas aren't even taking, you know, places like Nepal and India and Bangladesh and stuff. They're becoming producers of, you know, throwaway clothing now as well. So they're not even taking as much themselves like they used to. So so many textiles goes to landfill. Oh, I didn't stamp a little butterfly. I'm so slow, honestly, when I do anything on camera. Anything. Everything takes me 5 times longer. Like, that's not even an exaggeration. Now, I need one more little scrap of paper. I need one more. We'll just use this bit. Will we fit on there? Oh, yeah. But I mean, I get it. People want journals that look pretty. But I guess they're just, to me, they're just handmade journals. They're just journals. They're not junk journals. I don't know why people are insisting in putting the name junk in it when it's not really a junk journal. Just call it a journal. even my my blank coffee dyed papers. You may look at one of my journals and think, oh well, she uses, you know, photocopy paper. But even that is rescued papers. My husband brings them home from the office. Let me pop an extra little piece of this. Yeah, my husband at work, they have a photocopy room, like a lot of big offices in Australia have a photocopy room. And in the photocopy room, you know, they'll have like a security bin, and then they'll have, which is locked. So that's stuff, you know, confidential papers and that, which goes to away with the company for shredding. And then they'll have, you know, your general paper bin, which is the non-security stuff. And yeah, I always make him bring me bundles out of there. So a lot of it has some printing on it. Some has a little bit of printing, you know, like people have printed something and a few lines have gone over to one page, and then they'll go reformat it and then reprint it. But you've got a blank page with, you know, maybe one line of writing or something. But anyway, I use those sort of coffee dye. I use those papers to coffee dye. So when I go through them, most of them have printing on them. But every time I find one with no printing, that's just blank, it's like, honestly, it's like hitting the jackpot. It's like, oh, you've won lottery. This one, I might put this little guy on. This was really beautiful fabric. This was a vintage linen from my grandmother. Really, really pretty. But I've only got a teeny tiny piece. Actually, this may be the last of it, I think. It's so worn and faded that it's even hard for me, like, it's hard to tell which side is correct. Anyway, when you sit down and make some of these, of course, yours won't take, I just stuff around when I'm on camera. Usually I would do it like a production line. You know, I'd have like 10 little purple envelopes lined up, and then I'd put fabric, 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 music paper, music paper. You know, I'd have a bunch of these stamped out. I wouldn't be doing them one by one sort of thing. Okay, it gives me a great sense of satisfaction using up these itty bitty little pieces. I can't even tell you how much I love using up teeny tiny pieces. Don't put too much thought into it, just chuck down little pieces. I don't always use fabric and butterflies. Sometimes, I mean, I use the weirdest stuff sometimes. There's little random plastic or metal bits. If you order from my shop, you'll know what I mean, because I usually chuck in, depending what you order. If I know you're a junky person as well, I'll usually put in a little bundle of junky embellishments like this. But if I don't know you and you order lace or something, I'll just generally give you a different piece of lace as your freebie, because, you know, I don't know if you're a junk journal person, and if I sent you this, you'd probably think, what the hell is she sending me? Anyway, so they're my little pockets. They're colourful, and I think they turned out super cute. Let me stand up and I'll show you closer up if you want to see them. See? Don't they look cute? Just a few little scraps of layers and papers. just love them. I love this one with the little purple flower. Anyway, I'm going to put this little colourful pack in my Etsy, but if you want a pack of just one particular colour or a mixed pack, just message me on Etsy. Like if you just want purple, just message me and I can list a purple pack. But otherwise, I'm just going to list this one little pack. That was just a bit of fun for me, and I better go do some real work. And thanks for stopping by. And I hope that you'll be seeing a lot more of me this year. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.